Hi, let's go ahead and take a look at the site navigation of our web design course. Initially here we have a course welcome. It's a short video about myself. In any online course you typically have some of these kinds of components. Um, Most of you know me, but for those of you who don't, go ahead and take a look. Now we also have the course biography, so I'd like to have each one of you go ahead and enter a biography, tell us a little bit about yourself. In an online course, this is a typical component or a regular component of an online course. We have, in taking a look at the class list, we have several students who are new students. Let's go ahead and just say hi to everybody, get to know one another. Now, this course is broken down into, well, a couple different parts, but within the site itself we'll have really three. We have a start here in syllabus. We'll take a look at that in a little while. But then we have also the HTML component and getting started using HTML and CSS, and then web design. Well, the web design project is part of the HTML piece of this, and then getting started in Dreamweaver, and so and the 4 Dreamweaver modules. Now, this is a pretty basic course. It's first or second semester course typically. It's really about 100. It's like 95% skills, just using HTML and getting familiar with that, and applying those skills to and that comes from this first part, and then taking those skills and applying it to a GUI environment, a graphical user interface kind of environment. Then the skills gained from this course will then be applied in especially programming courses that you'll have in your second year, and then but also they'll apply if you're to the web server administration and some of those courses if you are a network administration student. Okay, so that's where these skills apply. Again, if you've done any kind of HTML work, any kind of programming, any kind of setting up routers, through that Cisco, that router prompt, this is pretty straightforward. It'll work out pretty well, but these are skills that we need to make sure that you have. Now with all of that said, let's go back to the start here and welcome a little bit of information, getting started, what the course is about, prereq knowledge, required software, behavior in an online discussion and in an online course, expected response time of the instructor. 48 hours is sort of that max time that I will try to respond to everybody within 48 hours. Usually, usually it's the next morning. If you are doing some homework and you're working on something in a later afternoon or evening, usually I'll be able to respond to you by that next morning. Probably almost always no later than 24 hours, but just in case, sometimes things get busy and you know how it is. So that's the expected response time of the instructor. A little bit of information about site navigation, that's part of this video. That'll be, actually I'm going to probably drop that right up in here, right above this particular module. Our textbooks and software will be found in the syllabus. A little information about technology assistance, accessibility information, video viewing options. All these videos are shot in HD. So, like with some of the instructions, like using HTML to complete the assignments, if you can't see exactly what I'm doing, you can go ahead and jack up the resolution to HD, and you should be able to see things okay. Let's see, the course and assignment schedule is there. We'll take a look at the syllabus in another video, and then get ready for class. Now, you'll find the syllabus here, video, and then the syllabus itself in a PDF format. Let's see. Alright, and then so we'll then take a look at our particular HTML component and then the GUI Dreamweaver component. So when we take a look at the getting started using the HTML, we have some getting started videos, site navigation. I might move those around a little bit up into here. That's what I think I'll probably do. This is what you need though. You need, matter of fact, I know that's what I'll do. You'll need your text editor video using Notepad. Many of you have already used Notepad++ within programming courses. Not a problem. Some of you haven't. Some of you are brand new students. It's just a little helpful. Creating a folder structure in a website. Now this is pretty important when we're doing this, because you should probably have a homework folder, and then probably an HTML folder, and then all of the tutorials within that. There's one tutorial and one case study basically within each tutorial. There's 9 tutorials. There's quite a few assignments, so so you need to keep them organized. Now also information about downloading and extracting student data files. Again, the video shows MART 145 fall 2015. Just substitute the current semester. I didn't feel like recreating all of those videos just because the semester changed. Let's see, how to edit HTML in a text editor, how to validate code, how to zip a website and submit the assignment. Most of you know all of this stuff anyway, but some of you are brand new students, and the information needs to be here, especially in an online course. All right, a little help using Moodle, and then the HTML student data files, that zip file. I think I also put this into tutorial 1. That's what that getting started using HTML and CSS looks like. In tutorial 1, you'll see the regular structure. Most of you have taken my courses already. This is the typical Moodle structure I tend to use. Schedule, the assignments, and then the objectives of the module. Okay, now I haven't customized the presentations any. They're all unedited at this point in time. They're mostly supplemental. They're really probably something that you won't need, but just in case, they're there. And then here's where you submit all of the assignments. The tutorial 1 review needs to be completed before you can go on to the second module, HTML tutorial 2. Any notes that we have will be shown, be dropped into the particular module. In this, we only have a little bit of a few notes here within this module, and most modules actually don't. That text don't have any notes. I should probably clarify that. Especially the HTML text we're using is really clean. Everything works out really well. There's a couple little gotchas here and there, but nothing major. You can really work through that quickly if you want. Tutorial 2. Let's see here. Oh, tutorial 2. I see. Yeah, we are still in my view. No, we're in a student view. I'm sorry, we're in a student view, so I cannot go into tutorial 2 because I have not completed that quiz. Tutorial 2 follows the same structure. Tutorial 3, the same structure. The web design project is where you go ahead and create a website of your own using HTML. We just want to reinforce those skills. The project instructions, and then a video, HTML project instructions including examples, and then submit the assignment here. Now, same deal, same structure for the Dreamweaver part of this. Getting started in Dreamweaver, we have some videos about how to download it and use it and that type of thing. That's a trial version, so you only get it for 30 days for free. So this part of the course comes at the very end of our class, about the last month of our class, and so we are going to put as much as we can into that last month. It's just sort of how it sorts out. Let's see, the Dreamweaver textbook site, there's some lesson files and lesson videos on the textbook site, and then the data files themselves. Now, also on this, we'll see Dreamweaver Part 1. We'll have assignments, 1, 2, 3 lessons within each one of our modules. They're different, let's see, they're actually called lessons. The HTML text calls our chapters tutorials. Our Dreamweaver text calls chapters lessons. So we have lessons 1, 2, and 3. Submit the assignments. No notes at this point in time, and so on. So that you'll see the structure is pretty much the same throughout. Now, if you do have any questions or comments, please go ahead and contact me. And the final thing I'll mention is that we will have a couple of different times in the first week of our course where we'll have basically an orientation, a MART 145 beginning of the course orientation. So I'll email those out probably Wednesday at 1, I believe, and then Friday at 9:30. So anyway, thank you very much. If you have any questions or comments, please contact me.